Hello friends, good morning and welcome to another episode of A Cup with Elle. So in this series, I sit down with a cup of coffee and basically I just ramble on about the things in my head, catch up with you and catch up with me as well. I guess it's sort of a mental health check for myself, and that is why I started this project. If you'd like to know more about that, do check out my previous episodes, especially the earliest ones if you're new here. So yeah, hello and good morning. So last weekend I missed my gaming upload. My new schedule is uploading a gaming update Wednesdays and Saturdays on my YouTube channel, but I missed one because what I do is I upload it when it's scheduled instead of uploading them in advance and just scheduling the published time, which I now realize is better if I just upload them in advance. So last weekend was quite eventful. I had visitors. I guess you could call them guests. So two of my siblings came and my brother's girlfriend came with them. My other sister was also supposed to come and they were all supposed to bring their partners, but change of plans happens at times. But yeah, so we had three guests the whole weekend and it was fun. I basically never go out for social reasons. I just go out for grocery, food, banking reasons, like only when it's extremely necessary. But of course, you realize that keeping a social life is also a necessity. Maybe not for physical survival, but it is still part of survival. To have healthy relationships with the people in your life, especially with family, since I don't see them much and there's less of us now in my family. So yeah, there's that. So anyway, thank you for being here today and hanging out with me. It means a lot. So speaking of hanging out and stuff, some of the things that we did this weekend was we walked to the lake near my house, or near where the place I live, and it was quite the long walk and it was quite a disappointment to my sister and my brother's girlfriend, because the expectations that they built up on their head when I said let's go take a walk to the lake, and to me it was kind of a big deal already because I'm always just inside the house, and just seeing the lake from a distance is kind of a big deal and refreshing, but to them it's like meh. Especially since they bike on a regular basis, so they literally go long distances on their bikes, and it's something that I actually want to get back on. So I've mentioned previously that I got a new Switch, so which means that I can just sell my Switch Lite, and I was hoping that with that sale I can use the money to get a bike for myself, but it didn't happen, so I guess it's not as popular anymore or something, or maybe it's because of the Switch OLED, and Lite is kind of last year's news. So yeah, a second-hand console, even at pristine condition, might not be as tempting. So yeah, there's that. So I guess I'll just have to save up for it the old-fashioned way. We also did Just Dance and we danced all the way through the night until 1 in the morning. Well, first they took their naps. I had to prepare stuff, because we have guests, and so they took their naps, and then later in the night we just danced, with the game. And speaking of, I really want some Little Mix songs in there, because Little Mix is my jam, and they don't have Little Mix in the Just Dance roster, which is sad. So we even bought a sub just for that one night. We bought the subscription so that we could enjoy the full library, and so that was fun. So, yeah. And other things that have been going on. So, recently, I've really been bearing down on myself to get my act together. Not like my life is off track or anything, but I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like I'm in a career crossroad right now. So, as far as I could remember, as early as elementary, I've always known that I was going to pursue an academic track. I was going to be a teacher, and then it developed into, oh, okay, I'm going to be a professor, I'm going to teach literature, and then I was thinking I'm going to pursue linguistics. And more recently, I've been really pursuing and looking up how I could pursue neurolinguistics as a profession, for life. But so this past couple of days, I was actually thinking that is it really what I want? Because being in working in academics, it's fulfilling. That's for sure. I've been teaching for more than 12 years now. It's very fulfilling, but also it's quite a stressful environment. You always have stuff to do. You never run out of stuff to do. You always have to be learning and adapting, and even when you get things, you know what you're doing, something will come up and you realize, okay, I'm behind. You always have to be researching about new methods and adapting. And recently with online teaching, something that I was adamant about not doing when I had a choice, and now I teach through my computer screen. And I've just been thinking, yeah, sure, I have the smarts, I should use it, I should leave a legacy behind, get published, be known perhaps for research and academic successes. But on the daily, do I want that, always being out? I feel like being stuck at home has given me a new perspective. Prior to all the lockdowns, I'm always outside. My schedule is always packed Monday to Sunday. Every hour has to be accounted for, and I gave myself very little time of sleep. And it was so weird adjusting at first, because I would wake up and there's literally nothing to do. And I've slowly adjusted to sleeping more hours. So there's that. And I'm just thinking, when all of the lockdowns have been lifted and the world has returned to a more normal state, to what it used to be, do I want to go back to that grind, or do I want to reconsider this career path that I am pursuing and do something else that would still be fulfilling, but at the same time it has a slower pace? So yeah, that's where I am right now, considering if I still want that fast-paced life, or if I want to take things more slower and have more time at home and have more time to take care of the people in my life and the dogs. So yeah, there's that. And I think one of the things that was a bit of a turning point for me was when I had to prepare food for a lot of people, because I've been used to preparing food for 2 people and 4 dogs, and it's already very time consuming. And then this weekend, preparing food and make sure there's enough water, soap, conditioner, and towels to go around for 5 people. And the amount of time it takes to prepare food for 5 people is such a big difference compared to preparing food for 2 people. So, and I was thinking to myself, okay, so when we have kids, I will need to prepare food for 4 people on a regular basis. So and considering how much time it takes and the career path that I've been pursuing, it literally takes up all of your life. Do I still want that? So yeah, that's where I am right now. But how about you? What are the new things that you've discovered, and maybe some things that you've reconsidered during this time? Have you realized new things about yourself? Are you realigning your goals? Let me know. So, this is me. This has been Elle. Thank you again so much for hanging out with me. I hope that your coffee is good. Or if you're not having coffee, whatever beverage you like, matcha is also really good. So, yeah, I will catch you in the next episode. Bye!
방금 인자 진가 방금